In the annals of American history, the Golden State, California, holds a unique and vibrant place. From the gold rush era of the mid-19th century, the state has been a beacon of opportunity, drawing people from all corners of the world. But with opportunity came challenges. One such challenge, which has shaped and continues to shape the socio-cultural landscape of California, is the phenomenon of gangs. Our narrative begins in the late 19th century when the first recorded gang, the Los Angeles Alley Gang, emerged. This group, primarily composed of Irish immigrants, was a product of the socio-economic conditions of the time, with its members seeking identity and protection in a rapidly changing world. As the 20th century dawned, the nature of gangs in California began to shift. The Roaring Twenties saw the rise of organized crime, with groups like the Chicago Outfit extending their influence all the way to the West Coast. This period also marked the beginning of the Asian gang presence in California, with organizations like the Wah Ching making their mark. The post-World War II era brought about another significant shift. With the large influx of African-American families migrating from the South, the racial composition of California's cities underwent a drastic change. This led to the creation of African-American gangs such as the Crips and the Bloods, who would go on to become some of the most notorious and violent gangs in the state's history. The late 20th century saw yet another transformation in California's gang landscape. The arrival of large numbers of immigrants from Central America led to the emergence of Latino gangs like MS-13 and the 18th Street Gang. These groups, known for their brutal tactics and intricate tattoos, further escalated the levels of violence and crime in California's urban areas. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the gang issue in California has evolved once again. Today we see the rise of so-called hybrid gangs. These groups, often composed of members from diverse racial and ethnic backgrounds, have adopted elements from previous gang cultures while also introducing new dynamics such as a greater emphasis on technology and online communication. This brief overview of the evolution of gangs in California serves to illustrate a broader point. Gangs are not static entities. They evolve, adapt, and change in response to the socio-economic conditions of the time. As such, any efforts to address the issue of gangs must also be dynamic and adaptable, taking into account the ever-changing nature of these groups. In conclusion, the history of gangs in California is a complex tale of social dynamics, economic pressures, and cultural shifts. From the Irish Alley Gang of the late 19th century to the diverse hybrid gangs of the 21st, these groups have left an indelible mark on the Golden State. Understanding their evolution is key to addressing the ongoing challenges they present. As we look to the future, let us remember that the story of gangs in California is not yet fully written, and it will continue to evolve just as the state itself does.